What's up, everyone? Welcome to Film Spot, and today we will be talking about best upcoming movies. The name's Villeneuve, Denis Villeneuve. The visionary director behind Dune is officially taking on one of cinema's most iconic legacies, James Bond. In a thrilling announcement that has fans buzzing, Amazon MGM Studios confirmed that Villeneuve will helm the next chapter in the Bond saga. This marks the first Bond film since the studio took creative control from the Broccoli family, and they're making a bold statement with this appointment. Villeneuve, the French-Canadian maestro known for his breathtaking storytelling and world-building in Arrival, Blade Runner 2049, and the Dune series, says he's been a Bond fan since childhood. "To me, he's sacred territory," Villeneuve said. "It's a huge honor and a massive responsibility." Producers Amy Pascal and David Heyman, determined to reboot the franchise with fresh energy, sought a director before casting the next 007. With Villeneuve on board, expectations are sky high. Villeneuve edged out an impressive shortlist that included Edgar Wright and Jonathan Nolan. Though no release date is confirmed, Bond fans can likely expect a 2027 debut after Villeneuve wraps up Dune Part 3. One thing certain, with Villeneuve at the helm, the next Bond film could be the boldest yet. Is the Transformers franchise about to roll out for good? At BotCon 2025, director Josh Cooley dropped a bombshell. Paramount has no plans for a Transformers 1 sequel. Despite being hyped as a bold animated reboot, the prequel only pulled in $129 million globally on a $75 million budget, a disappointing performance that may have sealed its fate. Fans aren't shocked, but they are concerned. The long-rumored Transformers G.I. Joe crossover with Chris Hemsworth? Still radio silence. Meanwhile, The Wrap reports Paramount's future plans for the franchise remain murky, likely paused amid the Skydance merger drama. Making things worse, Hasbro is backing away from movie financing, focusing instead on Magic the Gathering. With Rise of the Beasts earning a modest $441 million, far from the Michael Bay glory days, it's clear the bots aren't booming like they used to. But it's not game over yet. Hasbro is launching Transformers Cyberworld, a new animated series and toy line arriving July 12th on YouTube. And with Robert Kirkman of The Walking Dead steering the comics via Skybound, the Transformers might just transform again, just not the way fans expected. By the power of Grayskull! Filming has officially wrapped on Masters of the Universe. The long-awaited 2026 reboot just hit a major milestone, and yes, we finally got our first official look at Nicholas Galitzine as He-Man. Well, sort of. In a moody, shadow-drenched photo shared by Galitzine himself, the actor stands in full He-Man armor, sword in hand, his silhouette teasing fans with a powerful presence and classic design straight out of the 1980s toy box. The chest emblem? Still hidden, but the armor and power sword totally faithful. Galitzine, who plays Prince Adam, Eternia's exiled heir turned muscle-bound warrior, called the role the honor of a lifetime in a heartfelt statement. He thanked the cast and crew after 6 months of intense filming and even posted behind-the-scenes clips of his sword training that fans are eating up. Directed by Bumblebee's Travis Knight, this modern reimagining will show Adam's earthbound exile before reclaiming his destiny to battle Jared Leto's Skeletor. Camila Mendes, who plays Teela, also posted her own BTS moments, calling the experience challenging and unforgettable. The message is clear, He-Man is back, and this time it looks like they finally got it right. The dragons haven't even landed yet, and the franchise is already flying high. With the How to Train Your Dragon live-action adaptation on track for a massive $80 million domestic opening, the biggest in franchise history, Universal has wasted no time greenlighting a sequel. Director Dean DeBlois, who brought the animated trilogy to life, is returning for round 2, and he's hinting at a much heavier story. In a recent interview, DeBlois revealed that the live-action sequel will dive even deeper into the emotional storm of Toothless being weaponized and turned against Hiccup. He calls it a pretty heavy moment in animation and says it'll feel even more intense in live action. And yes, he's still writing the script, but he's watching audience reactions closely before locking anything in. Early signs are promising. The film boasts an A cinema score and a jaw-dropping 98% on Rotten Tomatoes popcorn meter. Fans are loving the grounded visuals and more serious tone, especially the expanded role for Astrid. The sequel, slated for June 11, 2027, could explore some heartbreaking territory: the loss of Hiccup's father, Toothless in captivity, and the arrival of Hiccup's long-lost mother, Valka. If the first film roared, this one might just break hearts. Say goodbye to Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow and say hello to just Supergirl. In a recent chat with Rolling Stone, DC Studios co-head James Gunn confirmed that the upcoming DCU film, starring Millie Alcock as Kara Zor-El, has officially dropped its original comic-inspired title. Now simply titled Supergirl, the movie will still be based on Tom King's acclaimed run, but with a cleaner, more iconic name that signals a shift in DC's approach. Gunn explained the decision, noting he's sick of the superhero title, other name thing, and pointing to his own experience shortening Superman Legacy to just Superman. For Gunn, it's about trimming the fat, keeping titles bold and timeless, and avoiding nostalgia trips. As he puts it, if the DC universe is about moving forward, the titles should reflect that energy. This change also hints at a bigger trend: the new DCU is going back to basics. Superman, Supergirl, Batman, starting each hero's journey with a strong, standalone identity. While future sequels might add subtitles later, the message is clear: this is a fresh start and these heroes are ready to take center stage. No extra labels needed. The Dune universe is about to get a massive upgrade. Denis Villeneuve's highly anticipated Dune Messiah is officially leveling up, with Deadline confirming 2 huge new castings that hint at a major time jump in the story. Nakoa Wolf-Momoa and Ida Brooke will play Leto II and Ghanima Atreides, the legendary twins of Paul Atreides and Chani. Their inclusion means the third film won't just explore Dune Messiah, it may even dive into Children of Dune, jumping years ahead in the timeline. In Frank Herbert's epic lore, Leto II and Ghanima are no ordinary kids. Born pre-born due to their mother's exposure to spice, they possess full ancestral memories from the moment they arrive, giving them knowledge far beyond their years. This move signals that Villeneuve's adaptation is going for scale, stakes, and spice-fueled depth. Returning stars Chalamet and Zendaya will be joined by Florence Pugh, whose Princess Irulan will reportedly get a much larger role. Anya Taylor-Joy's mysterious Aaliyah and Jason Momoa's resurrection as Duncan Idaho's Gola also promise high drama. And yes, rumors are swirling about Robert Pattinson entering as the shape-shifting Scytale. Dune Messiah hits theaters December 18, 2026, and it's shaping up to be a cosmic showdown like no other. The world's most iconic spy may have found a fresh face. Rumors are heating up that Rebel Ridge star Aaron Pierre is being considered to take up the mantle of James Bond in Amazon MGM's long-awaited reboot of the franchise. According to insider scooper Daniel Rickman, Pierre is on the radar, though no official meetings or confirmations have surfaced just yet. Pierre, 31, has been quietly climbing the Hollywood ranks, with standout roles in Old, Krypton, and The Underground Railroad. He's also set to co-lead HBO and DC's Lanterns as Green Lantern Jon Stewart, making him no stranger to big-budget legacy roles. Amazon MGM Studios made waves earlier this year by tapping producing heavyweights Amy Pascal and David Heyman to lead Bond's cinematic future. With Daniel Craig's era closed out in No Time to Die, all eyes are now on who will carry the torch. While fans long championed Idris Elba for the role, Pierre's name adds an exciting new twist, especially with Amazon's internal memo confirming Bond will remain male and British, a box Pierre checks with ease. Production could begin as early as next year. The mission? Redefine Bond for a bold new generation. Get ready to voyage once more, because Moana 3 might already be on the horizon. According to trusted insider Daniel RPK, Disney has quietly begun early production on the third installment of the beloved Moana franchise. While the House of Mouse hasn't officially confirmed it yet, the buzz behind the scenes is growing louder, and fans are already speculating what adventures await. The original Moana was an instant classic, capturing hearts with its fearless heroine, breathtaking visuals, and unforgettable soundtrack. Moana 2, released in 2024, proved lightning could strike twice, introducing fan-favorite characters like Moana's little sister, Saimea, and raking in over $1 billion at the global box office. With that kind of momentum, a third chapter feels inevitable. Still, not everyone is cheering. While fans on X are excitedly predicting storylines, others are wary of Disney milking the franchise. One viral post reads, "This movie shouldn't be a franchise, but leave it to Disney." As of now, there's no word on cast, plot, or release dates, but if history is any indicator, Moana 3 will be another major wave in Disney's animated legacy. Official confirmation might be just around the reef. The MCU just got a whole lot bloodier. Jon Bernthal is officially bringing Frank Castle, the Punisher, into the big leagues, joining Spider-Man Brand New Day, Tom Holland's highly anticipated fourth Spidey film. After a gritty Netflix debut in Daredevil and his own fan-favorite series, Bernthal returns with brutal force, now punching his way into Peter Parker's world for the first time on the big screen. Directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, Brand New Day picks up after the emotional finale of No Way Home, where Peter is now a complete stranger to MJ and Ned. It's a clean slate and one that's about to get messy. With Spider-Man swinging solo again, the Punisher's arrival brings a darker tone and the promise of serious street-level chaos. Holland teased a fresh start, and Cretton says the team is crafting something emotional, explosive, and unlike anything Spidey fans have seen before. Spider-Man Brand New Day hits theaters July 31st, 2026. Paramount Plus just made crime drama fans very happy. Mobland is officially returning for a second season. After racking up over 26 million viewers and topping charts globally, the gritty UK-set gangster series starring Tom Hardy, Helen Mirren, and Pierce Brosnan is coming back for more chaos, betrayal, and bloodshed. Paramount co-CEO Chris McCarthy called it a resounding triumph, with Season 1 hitting #1 in the UK and still climbing. Originally pitched as a Ray Donovan spin-off, Mobland evolved into its own beast, thanks to Top Boy creator Ronan Bennett, executive producer Jez Butterworth, and director Guy Ritchie. It also reunited Ritchie and Hardy for the first time since Rock'n'Rolla, and fans couldn't get enough of Hardy's dangerously charming fixer, Harry D'Souza. Season 1, starring the Harrigan crime empire, led by Mirren's ruthless Maeve and Brosnan's icy Conrad, enter an all-out turf war with the brutal Stevenson gang. Now, with alliances fraying and family ties splintering, Season 2 promises to up the stakes in every direction. No cast confirmations yet, but with production expected to move faster this time, Mobland Season 2 could hit screens as soon as late 2025. One thing's certain, the streets of London aren't getting any safer. It's official, Marvel Studios has tapped Thunderbolts director Jake Schreier to lead the long-awaited X-Men reboot. After weeks of speculation and whispers, the confirmation comes courtesy of none other than Black Panther's Ryan Coogler, putting to rest any doubt that Schreier is the man assembling Marvel's team of mutant icons for their MCU debut. The announcement is already stirring debate. While Thunderbolts earned praise from critics, its box office stumble left fans questioning if Schreier is the bold visionary needed for such a high-stakes project. Still, Marvel seems confident, and with Kevin Feige teasing the mutant saga as the next major MCU chapter, expectations are sky-high. Casting rumors are already flying. Names like Harris Dickinson, Margaret Qualley, Julia Butters, and Alien Romulus breakout David Johnson are reportedly on Marvel's radar. Jack Champion has even addressed the buzz around him potentially playing Cyclops. Other rumored picks include Hunter Schafer as Mystique, Ayo Edebiri as Storm, and Javier Bardem as Mr. Sinister. The script, originally penned by Hunger Games Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes writer Michael Leslie, may still evolve. No release date is set yet, but the Age of Mutants is officially underway. Get ready, kaiju fans! Godzilla x Kong Supernova is officially rolling cameras, and the MonsterVerse is about to go intergalactic. Filming is underway in Brisbane, Australia, where city streets have been transformed into a war-torn London for the explosive sequel to Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. New behind-the-scenes footage shows chaos erupting as background actors flee from what's clearly a massive Titan-level threat. Dan Stevens was spotted filming a high-stakes action sequence, though details about his role remain tightly under wraps. Even more intriguing, a first look at Matthew Modine in military gear has fans speculating that he's linked to G-Force, a legendary anti-kaiju defense force from classic Godzilla lore. That, combined with the cryptic logos and chatter about energy generators, has sparked serious buzz about the arrival of none other than Space Godzilla. The film's title, Supernova, only adds fuel to that cosmic theory, with director Grant Sputore at the helm and a release date set for March 26, 2027. Supernova could bring the monsterverse its most destructive and interstellar villain yet. Brace yourself, something big is coming, and it's not from this planet. Get ready to log back in. Andy Sorkin is rebooting the Facebook story. 15 years after The Social Network dazzled audiences and bagged 3 Oscars, Sorkin will write and direct The Social Network Part 2 for Sony Pictures. Don't call it a straight sequel. Instead of dorm room betrayals and billion-dollar lawsuits, this chapter plunges into the dark underbelly exposed by the Wall Street Journal's explosive 2021 Facebook files. Expect whistleblower memos, algorithmic rabbit holes, and the tangled web of misinformation that shaped the 2020 election, fueled global unrest, and pushed teens toward the edge. Producing alongside Sorkin are Todd Black, Peter Rice, and Stuart Besser, forming a powerhouse team determined to match or eclipse the original film's $226 million haul and 8 Oscar nominations. And while David Fincher's razor-sharp direction defined the first movie, Sorkin's own resume has grown teeth with Molly's Game, The Trial of the Chicago 7, and Being the Ricardos. Now he's seizing the camera himself to chart big tech's fall from cool to cautionary tale. Sorkin says the Capitol riot was the spark, but insiders insist this isn't a January 6th movie, it's a global reckoning. Scroll-stopping, finger-pointing, and set to make Silicon Valley sweat. Production could begin in early 2026, eyeing a late 2027 theatrical drop worldwide. Explosions incoming! Michael Bay is reportedly gearing up to return to the Transformers franchise. Nearly a decade after his last outing, The Last Knight, left critics groaning at the box office, stalling at $605 million. According to Puck News, Bay, now 60, isn't being dragged back by the studio, he wants back in. The man who launched the live-action Transformers saga in 2007 and raked in a staggering $4.3 billion over 5 explosive films is reportedly developing a brand new installment, with the binge writer Jordan Van Dina attached to the script. Whether Bay will direct or serve as a hands-on producer is still uncertain, but insiders say he's heavily invested. The big mystery? No one knows if this film continues Bay's chaotic continuity, jumps into the newer rebooted timeline, or resets the entire saga altogether. And Bay's comeback isn't the only project in the pipeline. Director Josh Cooley is now set to helm a separate live-action Transformers movie, and the much-hyped Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover, starring Chris Hemsworth, is also moving forward. With multiple Transformers projects in the works, Bay's return could reignite the franchise, or blow it up in spectacular fashion. Either way, get ready for mayhem. Stitch is back, and he's not alone. Disney has officially confirmed that Lilo and Stitch 2 is in development, riding the massive wave of success from its live-action remake, which debuted just last month and is already inching toward the $1 billion mark at the global box office. The reveal came in classic Disney style, a playful Instagram video showing Stitch cruising around Walt Disney Studios before stumbling upon the number 2. Translation: sequel time. A 626-day surprise, Disney teased in the post. Should have known he couldn't keep a secret. While details about the sequel's cast, plot, or release date remain under wraps, the announcement isn't a shocker. The 2025 remake opened to huge numbers, over $610 million in just 1 week, and left the door wide open for follow-ups. With Nani moving away to study marine biology and a flicker of alien tech teasing future reunions, the ending all but screamed for a continuation. Plus, eagle-eyed fans spotted cameos from iconic experiments like Angel 624, Reuben 625, and even 627, hinting at deeper dives into the Lilo and Stitch lore. The Ohana is growing, and Disney clearly has big intergalactic plans for this beloved franchise. Stay tuned, Stitch is just getting started. The wait is almost over, and the fatalities are about to begin. Mortal Kombat 2, the brutal follow-up to the 2021 reboot, is coming to theaters on October 24th, and producer Todd Garner has just confirmed the first trailer will finally arrive in July. In a recent X post, Garner teased fans with a sneak peek of the trailer's rating screen, confirming the film has earned a hard R rating, just as fans hoped. While no footage has been officially revealed yet, the buzz is heating up fast. Garner even cheekily responded to fan impatience online, sharing a shot of Johnny Cage, played by The Boys star Carl Urban, that will appear in the trailer. The sequel brings back Hiroyuki Sanada, Louis Tan, and Jessica McNamee, while adding some heavy-hitting newcomers like Adeline Rudolph as Katana, Tati Gabrielle as Jade, and Martin Ford as Shao Kahn. Garner also teased the possibility of future R-rated Mortal Kombat spin-offs depending on the sequel's success. With the Central Tournament now confirmed to be a major focus and the movie already completed, fans are ready for blood, lore, and insane fight choreography. July can't come soon enough. After months of mystery and mixed signals, we finally have clarity. Wonder Woman is returning to the big screen. DC Studios co-head James Gunn has confirmed that a brand new Wonder Woman movie is officially in development, and it's already in the writing phase. Speaking with Entertainment Weekly, Gunn revealed, "We're working on Wonder Woman. It's being written right now." This is huge. For a while, fans were left in limbo. Gal Gadot hinted at Wonder Woman 3, only for reports to shoot that down, and the character's future in the DC Universe remained uncertain. When Gunn unveiled the DCU's Chapter 1 lineup, solo films for Superman and Batman were announced, but no Diana Prince, sparking frustration among fans. That ends now. With this announcement, Wonder Woman joins DC's Trinity in leading the charge for the next era of superhero storytelling. Like Batman and Superman, she'll not only headline her own movie, but also be part of a larger universe. Her corner of the DCU will be expanded through Paradise Lost, the spin-off series exploring Themyscira's origins, still in development but moving forward. Wonder Woman is back, and she's ready to take her rightful place in the spotlight. The long-awaited sequel to Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is picking up serious momentum, this time under the direction of David Fincher. Titled The Continuing Adventures of Cliff Booth, the film just added another powerhouse to its cast, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. According to Deadline, Abdul-Mateen has joined the project in a mysterious new role, though early buzz hints he may be playing a character inspired by NFL legend turned actor Jim Brown, a man who famously left football to conquer Hollywood. Alongside Abdul-Mateen, the cast includes Elizabeth Debicki and Scott Caan, promising a fascinating mix of talent for this high-profile follow-up. Set 8 years after the original, the sequel finds Brad Pitt's Cliff Booth no longer just a stuntman. He's now a Hollywood fixer, quietly cleaning up the industry's dirtiest secrets. While plot details are tightly guarded, the vibe is unmistakably gritty, stylish, and loaded with potential. Filming kicks off in July 2025, and while there's no official release date yet, this casting news just turned up the heat. With Abdul-Mateen's rising star power and Fincher's razor-sharp direction, Cliff Booth's next chapter could be pure cinematic gold. Disney's live-action Hercules remake has been in the pipeline since 2020, but updates have been few and far between, until now. As Lilo and Stitch preps for a big 2025 debut, new rumors are swirling about Hercules, and they're turning heads for all the right reasons. According to insider scooper Daniel RPK, there's a creative clash brewing behind the scenes. While Disney reportedly wants to stick to the classic 1997 animated storyline, producers turned directors Joe and Anthony Russo are allegedly pushing for a wild new twist, telling the story from Hades' point of view. Yes, that Hades, the sassy blue-flamed lord of the underworld who practically stole the show in the original. It's just a rumor, but fans are already buzzing about the potential of flipping the script and turning the villain into the star. With the Russo brothers' track record of genre-bending storytelling, Avengers Endgame anyone? This twist could bring an entirely new depth and darkness to the world of Hercules. Development is still slow-moving, but if the Russos get their way, this might just be the boldest Disney remake yet. Honestly, we'd kill to see it. The Incredibles are suiting up once again, but this time someone new is calling the shots. Pixar has confirmed that Incredibles 3 is in development, and veteran filmmaker Peter Sun, who has previously directed movies such as Elemental and The Good Dinosaur, will take the helm as director. Original creator Brad Bird, who helmed and wrote the first two blockbusters, is staying on board as screenwriter and producer alongside Soul's Oscar-winning Dana Murray. With a combined box office haul of $1.8 billion, the Incredibles franchise has been a cornerstone of Pixar's success. But Bird's packed schedule, he's deep in pre-production on Ray Gun with Skydance, means it's Sun's turn to lead. It's a full circle moment. Sun has worked on every Bird-led animated film and was personally chosen to carry the franchise forward by Bird and Pixar chief Pete Docter. The Parr family, Bob, Helen, and their superpowered kids are all set to return, alongside voice talents Craig T. Nelson, Holly Hunter, Samuel L. Jackson, and Sarah Vowell. Details on the plot are under wraps, but fans are already buzzing about the film's announcement at D23 in August 2024. With Pixar riding high and Sun's deep connection to the franchise, Incredibles 3 could be the studio's next heroic hit. In a shocking twist worthy of the franchise itself, Saw is getting a new home. Blumhouse is reportedly acquiring the rights to the iconic horror series from Twisted Pictures, marking a major shift in the future of Jigsaw's bloody legacy. Per Deadline, Blumhouse will now own Twisted Pictures' 50% stake in Saw, while Lionsgate retains the other half and remains a production partner. The move follows the sudden removal of Saw 11 from its scheduled September 2025 release after behind-the-scenes drama between Lionsgate and Twisted Pictures brought the series to a halt. But now with horror powerhouse Blumhouse stepping in, fans have reason to hope again. While no new Saw installment is officially in the works yet, this acquisition strongly signals big plans ahead. Even more exciting, thanks to Blumhouse's recent merger with James Wan's Atomic Monster, the franchise could see Wan, Saw's original co-creator, return to the creative table. The Saw saga began in 2004 and quickly grew into one of the most successful and twisted horror franchises ever. With Blumhouse's proven horror instincts, many believe this could be the revival Jigsaw needs. No traps have been set yet, but stay tuned. Jigsaw's next game might be closer than you think. Bikini Bottom is about to get a whole lot louder and cooler. Paramount just dropped major casting news for the SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants at the Annecy Animation Festival, revealing that Regina Hall and rap sensation Ice Spice have officially joined the voice cast. They'll star alongside Sherry Cola, Arturo Castro, and George Lopez in SpongeBob's fourth big screen adventure, with Mark Hamill already confirmed and the classic TV cast returning as well. The film is directed by franchise veteran Derek Drymon, who gave Annecy audiences an exclusive sneak peek at the movie's first act and teased some bold new creative directions. Set to release on December 19, 2025, Search for SquarePants sends everyone's favorite sponge to the ocean's deepest, creepiest depths, where he'll go head-to-head with the ghostly pirate legend, the Flying Dutchman. The Paramount Showcase also featured early footage from Chris Miller's upcoming Smurfs movie, starring Rihanna and an all-star voice cast, and offered a glimpse into the studio's ambitious animated slate, including new Paw Patrol, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem 2, and Avatar: The Last Airbender films. Bottom line, SpongeBob's next movie looks stacked and hilariously haunted. Who says Christmas can't come early? And with a sledgehammer? In a surprise dose of mid-June holiday cheer, it's been confirmed that Violent Night 2 is officially happening. And yes, David Harbour is back in the big red suit. Director Tommy Wirkola is also returning, with the sequel locked in for a December 4th, 2026 theatrical release. The first Violent Night redefined holiday movies with a boozy, battle-hardened Santa taking out bad guys using everything from pool balls to Christmas stars. Now, the writing duo behind the original chaos, Pat Casey and Josh Miller, are cooking up a new script. And while the plot is still under wraps, expect more candy cane carnage. Wirkola has hinted we might head to the North Pole this time, possibly introducing Mrs. Claus and Santa's deadly little helpers. And if fans have their way, Stranger Things star Winona Ryder could end up playing Mrs. Claus, making for the most badass Christmas couple in cinema history. With production set to begin in September in Winnipeg and the stunt maestros at 87 North behind The Fall Guy and Ballerina on board again, Violent Night 2 promises more festive mayhem, more holiday spirit, and way more broken bones. With Superman set to launch the new DC Universe next month, fans have been wondering what's going on with The Batman Part 2. The much-anticipated sequel to Robert Pattinson's gritty Dark Knight debut has faced delay after delay, pushing its release all the way to October 1st, 2027, over 2 years later than originally planned. That's raised plenty of questions, even rumors that the project might be on shaky ground. But DC Studios co-chief James Gunn just put those rumors to rest. In a new interview with Entertainment Weekly, Gunn confirmed the sequel is still very much alive, and that director Matt Reeves is close to delivering the script. What Matt's doing is still really important, despite all stories to the contrary, Gunn said. We're supposed to see that script shortly, and I can't wait. While the wait has been long, The Batman turns 3 this year, it's clear Warner Bros. Is aiming for quality over speed. The first film was a massive hit, raking in $770 million globally and earning critical acclaim with an 85% Rotten Tomatoes score. Just don't expect Pattinson's Batman to cross over into the main DCU. Gunn has confirmed that The Batman will remain its own separate universe, giving both franchises room to thrive. James Gunn might be cooking up the biggest surprise of the new DC Universe yet, a world's finest movie starring Superman and Batman. While Superman, starring David Corenswet, is locked in for a July 2025 release and has already shattered trailer records, fans have been wondering what's next. Now, thanks to Gunn's latest comments, there's reason to believe we're getting more than just a typical sequel. In a recent interview, Gunn revealed that his next DCU movie will involve Superman, but not in the way you might expect. Is it a straight-up Superman sequel? I would not say necessarily, he teased. That single line has sparked major speculation, and the most likely scenario? A Superman-Batman team-up film that introduces the DCU's new Dark Knight ahead of The Brave and the Bold. With the Batman Part 2 delayed until late 2027, and the DCU's Batman still uncast, this could be the perfect bridge. A team-up movie would give audiences their first taste of the new Bruce Wayne without forcing fans to wait years. It's a bold move, but exactly the kind of fresh start the DC Universe needs. Stay tuned, Gunn's next big reveal could be monumental. Wakanda just got even more powerful. After months of speculation, director Ryan Coogler has officially confirmed what fans have been dreaming about. Denzel Washington is joining the cast of Black Panther 3. The news broke during Coogler's appearance on the 7 p.m. in Brooklyn podcast, where he didn't mince words. When asked about Washington's rumored involvement, Coogler laughed and set it straight. There's no fiction out there about that. Denzel is family at this point. I've been trying to work with him since day one. I think he's the greatest living actor. While Black Panther 3 doesn't yet have a release date and isn't listed on Marvel's current film slate, Washington's casting all but confirms the threequel is well into development. Even Marvel Studios chief Kevin Feige had hinted back in late 2024 that the film was officially in the works, thanks in part to Washington's rumored interest. Though plot details are tightly under wraps, Washington's role is said to be significant, not just a cameo. With Wakanda Forever earning over $850 million and the original Black Panther breaking $1.35 billion, expectations for the third entry are sky high. And now with Denzel in Wakanda, they just got even higher. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.